Hey everybody, this is Michael once again. This video is going to be one of my personal thoughts and musings because I know it's a quote somewhere. Not sure who said it though. So there's different variations as you check out quotes in philosophy and all this stuff. Usually, the same sometimes a lot of times the same message gets said in multiple varieties of ways. So this is maybe one of them, but I guess the best title would be this: your thoughts and feelings will betray you. Darth Vader. This is the first one that comes to my mind. Where it's Return of the Jedi. And Luke Skywalker is obviously fighting Darth Vader aboard the Death Star, and Emperor Palpatine is there, and he starts thinking, and his feelings of concern, of worry, of love for his sister, and his thoughts then betray him as well. And Darth Vader says, your feelings betray you, and I think he says your thoughts betray you, and um, that is very, very true. And because your thoughts and your feelings will, although they may be relevant at times, you also have to be aware that they will also turn against you in some moments. And you can't, every thought and every feeling you have, you should take with a little bit of grain of salt. And the reason why is because one day you might wake up and you just, you're having a bad day, and you think, oh, this sucks, I suck, I can't do this, a fifth grader can do better than this, and, and then, those are the thoughts, and then of course your thoughts compound with your feelings, because then you may feel that way, and, they often go hand in hand, because your thoughts will influence your feelings and vice versa. But on those bad days, you just got to remember that it's going to get better. You're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be a brand new, fresh start. And you can define that day however you want, however you need to. And that is why I always say, your thoughts and feelings will betray you at some point. And you just got to keep that in mind, because there are some days, especially if you have any kind of, mental disorder, emotional abuse, anything like that, because that will help influence your thoughts and your feelings. Like if you are learning a new skill and it's just not really sticking to you, you may look back on your entire life and think, oh, I'm a failure because back in fifth grade I failed a finger painting thing or whatever, and you just got to keep that in mind. Some of the thoughts and some of your feelings that you have are valid, and they are, they may be legitimate. Pardon me. But some of them aren't. Some of them are just thoughts that you have. Some of them are just feelings, and they're all passing. They're all coming through the moment, and what you feel today, you may not feel tomorrow. What you think today, you may not think tomorrow, and what you feel and think tomorrow may not be what you feel next week, and and that's one thing we got to keep in mind. Is just keep in mind the fact that you're define yourself by what you do, not by what you feel, not by what you think. And it's hard. It really is, because sometimes you're fighting yourself. You get up, you feel like crap, you don't want to go to the gym, but if you go to the gym, you realize that you're not as weak as you may think or feel. If you feel like you can't do another day of work, well, you go to work, and then by the end of the day, you've just proved yourself wrong. You were able to get through it despite what you feel. And that's always something to keep in mind. That it's like that, in the old school, I think it was Babylon, the king, where he asked his people to give him a quote, a ring with an inscription on it, and they said, "This too shall pass." And that is one of the most absolute true things, prevalent things when it comes to thoughts and feelings, because your thoughts and feelings will always pass. There will always be a new feeling or a new thought in the next few moments, or even the next day, next week, anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Just keep in mind that sometimes your thoughts and your feelings will not entirely be accurate, and sometimes they will be accurate, and sometimes they will just outright betray you. So no matter what, just keep your hope up, keep going, and just define yourself by what you do and not necessarily what you've done. Because if you live in the past and you always reflect back on it, that's going to influence your thoughts and feelings of today, which may rob you of tomorrow. That's another quote. So this is kind of a amalgamation of different quotes, I guess. And yeah, just hang in there, guys. I believe you can do it, guys, girls, people. I believe you can do it. So don't get yourself down. Don't let yourself get yourself down. So again, this is Michael. This is one of my personal thoughts and musings, and at some point, your thoughts and feelings will betray you. So don't let it be today. All right, buddy. As always, hope the best for you guys. Take it easy.